Get the latest on what's going on this earnings season, meets, beats, and more in Zach's Earnings Scorecard.
Our friend Eric Dutram has been keeping score of a few retailers. He reports on them for us right now. Topping the list is Macy's, right?
That's right. And friend, hey, I'm honored, Terry. Gotta say,
well, yeah. I don't use that term just
very lightly, yeah.
Anyone, right?
But yeah, Macy's up first. They report before the bell on the 11th of August. Very interesting time here for a lot of the big department stores. Hasn't been that great of a trend here coming into the year. And let's face it, Amazon is really eating a lot of these companies' lunch. So very rocky outlook for a number of these companies here.
So do I read correctly that the stock price is down year to date?
Yes.
Almost
yes.
5%?
Yeah, actually, it's if we look to the chart right here, we can see some of the trends that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Shares are down not quite a bit, but quite a bit if you look back from about a year and a half or so, where we had this peak around $72 a share.
Okay.
And now we're down in this $33 range, so a big haircut from a one-year time frame if you look a little further out. And as we can see, earnings estimates have really fallen off a cliff here too. So not a really great outlook for Macy's these days, although it has had a couple nice earnings beats. Positive earnings ZSP right now, and a Zach's rank of 3 and a A for its fundamental score. So some positives here for Macy's, but still you really got to have a lot of questions about this space going into the earnings report.
Might say they make up part of the parade of retailers reporting this week, right? Another one is Penney. What's in store for them?
Well, you're on top of your game today, Terry. But Penney reports before the bell on the 12th. This company is similar to Macy's and actually been a little bit worse performer if we look at the long-term chart here for this company. As we can see, shares peaked several years ago for Macy's. For JCPenney's. And we were back at around $40 a share 4 or 5 years ago. And as we can see, it had a string of earnings misses, and it really hasn't recovered from this trend. Shares have been down here in this low range for quite some time now. One good thing about JCPenney, though, is earnings estimates have really kept up, as we can see right here. We haven't really seen that big of a fall off in estimates. So that's an encouraging sign for investors. It does have a Zach's rank 3 right now and a B for its VGM score. So those are some positives for this company, but it does have a negative earnings ESP right now. So still a very mixed outlook. You got to like that it does have a couple earnings beats here in a row, but still a very rocky space for this name too.
All right, and then finally Nordstrom. Now, apparently the valuation for Nordstrom is higher than its peers Macy's and Kohl's.
Yeah, and we can see, at least looking at this chart, that it's had a similar track record to at least Macy's. It's been a little more similar to Macy's than I'd argue JCPenney over the last couple months and years here.
Okay.
If we look to this chart right here, we can see a very similar trend to what Macy's did in 2016. Struggled a bit here in the last couple months, and it's sort of bottomed out. One thing to note about Nordstrom, as opposed to Macy's or JCPenney, is this earnings miss trend. We got 3 misses in a row coming into this report, so that's not really a good metric. It does have a Zach's rank buy right now, so that puts it in a little better position than some of the other names we're looking at, but it does have a negative earnings ESP. So you put that miss in with that negative earnings ESP, and it's not really a good situation, despite the fact that it is a Zach's rank number 2.
All right, do you own either of these?
Do not.
All right, check out more earnings information and other stock information on our website, Zachs.com. Get on over if you're not there already. Link to it all off the homepage. With Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.